Welcome back to Down the Road Show once again. Go ahead, it's all good. We are here at the Team Unicorn booth at Kamikaze Expo. How you doing, Sean?
I'm good. It is crazy here. It is the first year of this con, and it's kind of like a hit or miss, I think, for like who's going to show up. But it is. I mean, obviously, this shouldn't be happening in an interview, but I'm going to allow it.
We don't care.
It's fine. That's how crowded it is.
Hot geek chicks dressed up.
I was not complaining. Yes.
No one's complaining. In fact,
if they want to stand right here, we can do the interview from back here.
Yeah,
that would be great.
that's okay. Block me out. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and transpose one of them over me.
But no, I love it. This is actually my third weekend in a row at a con. We had BlizzCon for the Guild 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Then Long Beach, which was for the Guild and Team Unicorn, and now it's Team Unicorn only for this one.
So busy. How did you become the go-to director for all things web-based series?
The Guild obviously was the big help. And that's really, if you look at it, it's really just the Guild and Team Unicorn and the Jet Blues 5-minute comedy hour, which came from the Guild.
Right.
And I've done a couple of side projects, but the big three have been these. And then what led me to that was a show I did with Awkward Pictures, which consists of me and one of my good friends, Payman Benz. We combined all of our material that we got, basically formed a company, and then we did a sketch show for Sony. And that was our first entry into web. And that's what led to us getting work.
Where can people find that?
It's on YouTube now. Go to YouTube and search for Comedy Gumbo, and all the episodes should be there. Because I think it's the only thing named Comedy Gumbo.
You're right. I've seen that before. I didn't realize that was you.
It's kind of like a live-action Robot Chicken, where each episode's about 3 to 5 minutes, but you're going to see 6-7 sketches. Some sketches are going to be 10 seconds long. Some will be a minute long, So I think it was just this progression of Payman and I got really lucky when we first approached YouTube. We had this whole backlog of rejected festival films. So what we did is we uploaded them all when everyone else was trying to do viral stuff. So we actually had produced content, and then that led to Sony getting attention. We got the show through that, and then through that I met Kim Evie, who produces the Guild. And then I got the Guild, and then through the Guild I met Michelle Boyd, part of Team Unicorn. They wanted to shoot a video, so Michelle had reached out, and then fortunately we hit it off, and I've been fortunate enough to continue on working with them.
And what is it about Team Unicorn that's so special? I mean, these girls, they're booth.
I think you can call them guys. Yeah, I do it all the time.
They're awesome. They're smart, they're funny, they're beautiful. But they've had one of the most popular booths I've seen at the last several Comic-Cons I've been to.
Yeah, they have. We Long Beach, it was huge, and even here,
crazy last weekend.
I mean, they were by the end, it was everyone, because I would talk to people and I'd bring up Team Unicorn and they would know exactly what I was talking about because of the booth. But I think that's the thing is the whole Team Unicorn experience, obviously the videos are the cornerstone with the girls, but outside of that, I mean, we've got, with the merchandise and with the way they interact with fans, they're just all about geeky fun. And they know their stuff. It isn't just, I know we've been over the whole facade of hot girls pretending to be geeky to get attention, but no, don't bring up Star Wars if you want to get any work done. We've had to reschedule meetings because all of a sudden it goes in this direction of Batman or Star Wars or Star Trek. They all know their stuff, but to the core of it, it's just about having fun, which is a very rare mix fun and work and be successful, in my opinion, because
You mentioned that in the panel.
I did, yeah, and so there's a lot of stuff that I've done, with the Guild. I love the Guild and I'm incredibly proud of it. It is not an easy show to do. I mean, it's like shooting a feature each time, so it's nice to have these breaks where we can make these fun little instructional videos for zombies. It's a one-day shoot, very simple, very relaxed, everyone takes care of everyone, but everyone leaves happy and satisfied that we made something, and then when the end result comes out, thankfully people like it, and so
which they do.
I think
are loving it.
Yeah, that's just the thing is that they're just embracing this. Geek culture is larger than ever right now, and it's cool to be a geek, and
yes, it is.
It's kind of ironic, I guess, now. I don't know what irony means, but
the geeks rule the world.
Exactly.
The ones growing up reading the comic books by themselves under their sheet covers. They're the ones actually producing and writing all the major motion pictures and in charge of Hollywood right now.
Yeah, it's incredible, and any comic book is already optioned. I think I had spoken to someone, and they were talking about there's 160 movies right now in some kind of pre-production or scripting phase. They'll not all get made, but basically any franchise that's popular automatically. I mean, anything Mark Miller touches will become a franchise, you know, with Kick-Ass, and now he's got like 2 other movies coming. But it's a lot of fun, and for me it's awesome because I've been a geek forever, and I've never been ashamed of it. It's nothing that I've never really advertised, or, you know, it's like, that's my own thing. I go home, I read my comics by myself. Oh my God, it's depressing. And, but now it's cool to actually talk about it and like, be like, yeah, you know, I just bought these comic books, and they're like, oh my God, you're into comics too? It's like the same thing with hockey. Huge hockey nut, not the most popular sport, especially in LA. So whenever I find anybody that's a hockey fan, it's like, and me, I don't care if we hate each other's teams, like we're talking hockey, like it's very rare. So I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. I'm gonna say fun like 8 more times, but that's what it is. But the thing is that it's contagious, and through it, everyone else just seems to latch on and just enjoy it. Like there's no underlining. It's literally just, this is what it is. It's us, like, you know, trying to promote our brand, and thankfully people are loving it. Like I see people, you can't see it from here, but there's posters on the wall. They'll see it on the B-roll. Yeah, they'll have, so currently as I'm talking, you're seeing B-roll of posters, but I see people who frame them, who put them up, they want them signed. And you know, and this is such an early stage for these girls. It's been a little over a year, I think now, and in that year they've done 4 videos, but they've gone from these girls who's uploaded a video to a girl who has a banner and a booth and fans. You know, like, I just found out about them at San Diego Comic-Con at the Nerd Machine. And even the con experience right now is new to them. So like, at the beginning of last week's con, you weren't seeing a lot of people visiting, but by the end, it was like the most popular place there. I have a feeling the same thing's gonna happen here. But like a year from now, next Comic-Con, it's gonna be like, you gotta stop by the Team Unicorn booth because they're gonna be doing something awesome. Yeah. And well, as a proud geek, what's your geekiest moment between the Guild and Team Unicorn? Because both of them have had awesome celebrities. The geekiest moment was in the Guild this season, and we just finished season 5, and in it, like, we called in all the favors. We, you know, Felicia called in all the favors. I don't know anybody, but so she called all the favors, and so we got to direct, you know, like Zach Levi, Bonnie Burton. Actually, Bonnie Burton was one of the few that I was like really excited, because to me she was just a legend, because I only knew her over Twitter, and it was like, you're Bonnie. But the one that got me, like, you would think it would be Stan Lee, and he was a close second, but it had to be Neil Gaiman. Like, to direct Neil Gaiman in a scene, to direct a guy who's not known for being an actor in a scene, and then he did a great job. Like, he was awesome in the scene. But the part that makes it even better is after we were done, he had to wait for his car, and I don't really talk to celebrities after, but I feel since we worked together, maybe I can try it out. So I go up to him and I was like, hey, you know, I really enjoyed your recent work on Batman. And he turned to me and he just wanted to talk about Batman the entire time. So I had like a half an hour conversation about Batman with Neil Gaiman. That's awesome. Which was like incredible. But that was the one where I was like, wow, like, you're Neil Gaiman. But like, you know, I mean, of course, here and there, like, of course, it was cool to work with everyone else, but that was probably the geekiest one, and anyone who knows him, I think, will understand that. Well, that leads right into the same 3 questions I ask everybody on Down the Road Show. Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite superhero? Favorite superhero is Batman. I had a feeling you were going to say that. Yeah. Why? Batman, I mean, it's the obvious reason. Like, he doesn't have superpowers. He's a dick, but he's like a badass. Am I allowed to say that? Doesn't matter. My show, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Oh, great. So he's a fucking dick, but like, there's so many different iterations of him, but they're all fascinating. It's like, he's a fascinating character. He's incredibly troubled. He should probably be in Arkham Asylum with everybody else. He's just as nuts, but he has the best rogues gallery. He has the best family around him. I've been a fan of Batman forever, and like, you know, and it's the best time for him because we've got the Christopher Nolan movies, and I've never anticipated a movie more than since the last Dark Knight movie than this one. But no, by far is my favorite. Who's your favorite villain? Favorite villain? Oh man, I want to say Joker, but I don't feel like that's a fun answer. It's a very popular answer though. It really is. My favorite villain is Darth Vader. I'm gonna go outside of comics. That's mine. I'm gonna say that's mine. I don't want to stick in the DC universe, but he's my favorite villain to where like. And then once you know the story, it's not like with the Joker is just crazy, and he is like, I do things because I like them, and I do things because I'm nuts, and this is what makes me happy. That is the Joker. Whereas Darth Vader is, I mean, the whole, despite whatever your opinions are of the prequels, the story has always still been there, though. But the story is always, it's like the rise and fall of Anakin Skywalker is what Star Wars is. So to see that, and there's actually this great piece of art that I'm trying to get today here, and it's like it's like, envision this. It's inside his meditation chamber, and it's just from the waist down. He's in his chair with like the elbow on, like he's thinking. You don't see his face, and it's his helmet, and it's his.
Also, like the helmet's off and to the side.
The helmet's off and to the side, and he's got his mask off and to the side, and he's just in there, and it's just like inside the chamber, which we don't get to really see too much of.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. Still alone, like, just shows like how troubled he is, but then he's also just a badass, you know.
Yeah.
And in the end, he redeems himself. So there's like that.
I don't blame you. Where is that? I want one of those.
There's that. I'm
awesome.
trying to find it. I want to say his name's Brian Wood, but I may be confusing him with the artist, with the writer Brian Wood. But I want to say, so if you look up Brian Wood meditation chamber, it's very expensive, but it is it's a piece of art. Like, it's great. And I don't know if he's here, but I'm going to try to get it from him. And then...
That's what I love about these things is you get to see some brilliant artwork, and it really is art. Just because it's comic book based or geek based doesn't take away from the artistry of it.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people who frame comic book covers and put them up, you know.
Right.
Like, but I'm more into like finding the more unique art. Like, I want to find...
Well, I just got some great stuff from Tim Bradstreet this last weekend. And
oh, great. What did you get?
He gave me 2 Star Trek posters that he put together from
nice.
the new movie.
That's cool.
With old characters put in there as well. So
yeah, I always try to find some alternate view. Like, if I want a drawing of Boba Fett, I want Boba Fett from the holiday special with all the pastels. Because it's unique and people won't know, you know, or I want some alternate take. I don't want to steal from the movie because I'll go watch the movie. So it's kind of a fun little hunt, but then it can get really addicting and very. I try to set a limit, but I've been here 2 hours. I've already spent all the cash I brought.
It's easy to do in a place like this.
Yeah.
Who's your real life hero? Who inspires you?
My real life hero? Wow, that's a great question. There's got to be someone I know. Conan O'Brien. He's my, just because he's my comedy hero, but I don't know anybody else, and it's just because he's just someone he's 50 years old, he's silly, he knows what's funny, but he doesn't care. He does what he wants, but it's funny and everyone loves him, and you see his legion of fans.
And after everything he just went through.
But here's the deal, though. That could have been the best thing that ever happened to him, is losing the Tonight Show.
Right.
Because when he was on the Tonight Show, in my opinion, I felt like he was restricted. And
I think so,
because
too.
he had to cater to that Leno audience. Because the Leno audience doesn't want to see the masturbating bear. You know, they want to see some lame bit about interviewing people on the street or something. I don't know. But then, you know, it was tragic for him. He lost his dream, but now he's bigger than ever. Like, he can sell out any crowd. He can go on tour. Like, but it's just him. I think he's hilarious. And then just like someone who was a writer that is now Conan O'Brien, you know, like, it was a long road. But yeah, he's my comedy hero, but I guess that would still qualify as someone who like inspires me. I actually have my tour poster from when he did his tour.
Oh, did you
framed. I got to go when he was in LA, fortunately. And it's one of the few pieces I have in my office that's not Star Wars or like a Team Unicorn or a Guild, because I usually try to put stuff that I've worked on, but the one thing that I'm like, I gotta put this concert thing. I actually have 2. I have Conan O'Brien. I have a Grant Morrison signed thing when his book came out. I met him, talked to him, nicest guy, but yeah, Conan for sure. So Batman, 3 words: Batman, Darth Vader, Conan. That should be the title of this.
Really? How do you follow that up? Thank you, Sean. I look forward to seeing more from you in the near future.
Thank you so much.
You're checking in with Down the Road Show. We're here at the most popular booth in all of Kamikaze Expo, Team Unicorn. Check them out at teamunicornftw.com, right?
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but sometimes I will say just teamunicorn.com. Team Unicorn FTW, that's for Twitter, that's for, or you can just Google them, I guess.
Yeah, or you can just go to the link directly off my own site.
Go to Ask Jeeves, then when that's not around anymore, go to Google and type in Team Unicorn, and you should be able to find them.
There's a Yahoo thing out there, Bing. Just find a search engine.
And check out the
Team
Guild
Unicorn.
too, if you can.
WatchTheGuild.com.
A lot of people actually still don't know about that show, so WatchTheGuild.com. I'm on Twitter at Sean Becker. Find out what I had for lunch. I don't know. That's about it. And no, thank you very much. This was a lot of fun.
No. Pleasure's all mine. Thank you.
Thank you.